everybody, BUCKSGEARBOX. Welcome to the table. Hey everyone, welcome back to the table, BUCKSGEARBOX. In this case, welcome to the knife swap. This is not my knife. This guy right here belongs to Evan Rogers, one of the awesome guys that works at River's Edge Cutlery. And yeah, he has my Protech and I have his Protech this weekend. He's got my Strider SNG. Video upcoming for that. And I have this right here. This is the Protech Terzuola ATCF automatic folding knife. This thing is awesome. Very, very cool. I'm pretty sure Evan picked this up at Blade Show this year. And it's one of the high-end Protechs. If you know the name Bob Terzuola, then you know that he's pretty famous for his knife designs, for his tactical knives, for his very nicely done high-end custom knives. And now they are making, he is partnered with Protech, and they're making one of his knife designs, and it's amazing. This is really, really cool. A couple of things about the knife: just under 8 inches long, 3.5 inch blade. In this case, it is in Magnacut. See if I can get that to focus there. Yep, and you see that sweet logo right there as well. Yeah, Magnacut steel, so that's always cool right now. Drop point blade, it's aluminum handle. This particular one has G10 inlays right there. You can see that. The housing, the metal of the frame is aluminum, which is kind of like what Protech is known for, but in this case it has a really cool inlay of textured G10, so it's very grippy. I really like the way this feels in hand, and of course the design is really cool. The ergonomics are really, really good. Mother of pearl or pearl in the button, I'm not sure which. I've seen it listed as both, but either way it is gorgeous. Very, very cool. I have some other Protechs with some really interesting inlays on the buttons, some abalone, and they just do some really cool stuff. This is also, I want to, sorry, can't English. Also, I want to point out this pocket clip, because this is pretty unique to this knife. This is a 3D milled piece of titanium, and it's really stinking cool. Has a really nice look to it. Kind of stone washed there, I believe. And yeah, it makes the knife pop. Speaking of the knife popping, if you know Protech, you know that they're the best at out the side automatics in my book. I just haven't seen anything that fires like that. This is a knife when one of the many knives when I hand to someone who's not a knife person, I say, just hold on to it real tight if you're gonna open it, because it will helicopter right out of your hand if you're not careful. So we don't want that. I don't want to do that to Evan's knife. Haha. So yeah, it's got that awesome Protech action that we have come to know and love. Let's do some, one other thing I want to talk about is the jimping right there. It's actually kind of interesting because I didn't even notice it at first, and then I stuck my thumb there and I'm like, oh, that's just right, because it's not too aggressive, and it worked great. So there you go, some nice jimping right there on that thumb ramp. You can still choke up and get over the top of the blade if you want. This is obviously a false, like a swedge there, so your thumb is safe to choke up. Anyway, just wanted to show you that before I got into the size comparisons. So let's do that. Size comps incoming. We have here Spyderco PM2, which you know, everybody knows what those look like. So it's a fairly big knife. And then the Para 3. So kind of right in the middle of those two as far as length goes. A little bit slimmer on the height, because you don't have these big, huge thumb ramps like the military line has. And let's go next to little Benchmade, the the full-size Griptilian is pretty much dead on same size as the
ATCF. ATCF.
There's the mini grip right there. Very cool. Kind of in between, and a couple of Protechs because, you know, that seems to fit. Here's my Malibu. So it's a little bit, excuse me, it's a little bit bigger than the Malibu. And here is my TR5. So right in the same length department as the TR5, a little bit bigger than the Malibu. And there you have it, lined up with a couple of Protechs. This is gonna be a quick video. I've only had this for a weekend, and I should probably give it back to Evan before he comes to hunt me down. And so thanks to him for letting me borrow this for the weekend. Very, very cool. He and I are both big fans of Protech, and this is obviously one of those things where this is a special knife in the Protech line. You know, the collaboration between Protech and Bob Terzuola, it's a win-win. It's a very cool thing, and this has made it, even though it's still a pretty expensive knife, this has made it much more accessible than, well, I don't collect customs. They're not in my budget. And I understand that you know, there's people out there like me that love knives, that are enthusiasts, that, you know, even this is an expensive knife for them to buy. So just, I think it's very special that they've made this very unique knife a little more accessible than the full custom line. And I really like that. That's really neat. You can save up a little bit and get one of these, or you could save up, in my case, like all year long and get a custom. But there you have it. I'm pretty excited about this. This is basically almost a custom level knife with, you know, it's got really cool stories behind the development of how Protech and Bob talked to each other and went about getting the design of this going, and how the components are all really well done and high end. And you know, when you have a collaboration like that, you're gonna get something special at the other end. So that's enough for this video. Just an overview. Hope everybody's doing well, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.